Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. I hope you're having a great week. Did you know that this week is National Work-Life Week? And it's celebrating work-life balance and talking about what that is. And there's certain things that they say you should be doing, eating well, sleeping well, etc., etc. But for me, work-life balance, I think a lot of people out there might say, oh, if you work more than 40 hours a week, you've got a terrible work-life balance. Some people might say if you're working less than 90 hours a week, you've got a bad work-life balance. I think it's a really, really personal thing, but I wanted to talk about it because I think it affects us more in this day and age because of technology. So imagine you've got a guy that works 100 hours a week. He loves his job or he loves his business and he's working 100 hours a week, so 15 hours a day, every day. But he loves it. He absolutely is just every single minute he's working. He's working on his business or he's working on his clients. He's just loving it, really getting something out of it. And he comes to the end of the 15-hour day and he hates having to leave, but he knows he's got to eat, sleep, and maybe do some exercise. So he just loves it. And as long as he's not got any responsibilities outside of work that are being affected, then, he's probably got a great work-life balance. Even if he does have other responsibilities, as long as it's been agreed, if he's got a family, but his family understand, no, I've got to work these hours, then fine, that works as well. So that's great. The other end of the spectrum, imagine there's somebody that can't work more than 15 hours a week because they've got other responsibilities, be that children, be that elderly parents, be that whatever it might be, but they feel they can only fit in 15 hours of work a week. Well, if they get a job that gives them that and they're happy at that job and they still manage to sort everything else out in their life, they also have got a really great work-life balance. So I think the key here is to find what it is that makes you happy, which, by the way, if you do something that you don't enjoy, why do you do it? Either change it, talk to your boss or talk to somebody, change it, or do something different. But that's beside the point. That's not what I'm talking about. Work-life balance is difficult because of technology. So we've all got phones. Take them everywhere, mini computers as I call them, and you can be contacted through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram, by email, and it's all here on your phone. Of course, you might be happy to be responding to people at any time, and that's fine. If you are happy to be like that, then go for it. However, I think it's important that we all have some sort of work-life balance. You need to have some time to do what it is that you want to do beyond your work. And I think you've just got to set the rules. When we first started the business nearly 14 years ago, I can't believe it, 14 years ago, Rachel was working from home. I was still working. So Rachel was working from home and Monday to Friday doing balloon in a box, sending them out with Royal Mail at 4 o'clock every day. Come 4 o'clock on Friday, what she used to do, helium cylinder into the garage, boxes into the garage, boxes of balloons into the garage, weights into the garage, catalogues into the garage, anything to do with the business went into the garage because we decided, our daughter was born at the same time as we started the business, we decided that weekends were going to be family time and home time. So we turned our house or our workplace back into our house for the weekend. Monday morning, everything would come back out, and then for the next 5 days, it was the workspace really, as well as, we're still living there, but it was the workspace. So we made that decision about that workspace, and it became the house again at the weekend. And with technology, with Facebook, if you don't want to be bothered or if you don't want to be contacted all of the time, as I say, if you are happy to be contacted at any time, then fine. But if you don't, there's certain things you can do. And this is a really good tip. On Facebook, you can actually put your opening hours on there and then have a message when it's outside your opening hours. So if you send us a message on Facebook outside our opening hours, you'll get a message that says, hey, these are our opening hours. Sorry, we're not here right now, but we'll be back in touch really soon. Thanks very much for your message, or words to that effect. That means we've met our customers' expectations. If somebody gets in touch, they know we're not going to be getting in touch within the next 20 minutes, which I think is kind of what people expect. We've had people send us a message and then we've not responded within 20 minutes and they say, oh, did you get my message? It's just expected to be instant because all of us are on Facebook. We're all contacting, other social media, if you use other social media rather than Facebook. It's just expected in this day and age. So I think it's really, really hard. So I think that would be my tip for this week is set yourself some rules. Put some boundaries in around your work-life balance. As I say, if you want to work 100 hours a week and you're happy to communicate with anybody at any time, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, whenever, then fine. If that works for you, that works for you. But whatever it is that works for you, just make sure you put your boundaries around it and make sure that you live by those as best you can. Right, there you go. Tip of the week right there. Now, as well as being Work-Life Week, it is also, can you believe it, National Cake Week. That's right. So since I last talked to you, I've had a couple of birthdays here in the office. Rob's had one and Emily has had the other. She's not actually had a birthday. It's her birthday tomorrow, I believe, and the day of filming. But by the time this is out, she'll have had a birthday. She's happy birthday, Emily, by the way, if you're watching. She is off this week, but because she's off this week, she brought a cake last week. When you bring a cake, you've got to put something on it. So we put this on it. Ta-da! Happy birthday. And it's one of our cake toppers, and you can see it down there. It's called a bunting cake topper. So it made me think, all right, we've got cake toppers. How many cake toppers have we got? How many things have we got that we can put on cakes? And as is always the case, we've got far more than I expected. So we'll start over here. I've got these glittery ones, happy birthday, 51, and we've got those in the opposite colours as well. And I think we've got others as well, 40 and stuff, I'm not sure, but lots more of those. We've got these sort of bunting ones, I guess, for first birthdays, in blue and pink. We've got the happy birthday one, we've got it's a boy one, we've got these ones that are chalk and you can write whatever you like on them. I suppose you'd have to have quite small writing, they're not huge. And then you've got happy birthday, and this is more of a rustic bunting kind of thing. It's called Cake Picks from Amscan, but same sort of thing, just happy birthday. And then, of course, you can put candles on cakes if you want to. So we've got the chunky, colourful Qualitex ones. We've got some here that are sparkly ones from Creative, more sparkly, glittery ones. We've got some here that look like Lego bricks, although I don't think we're allowed to call them Lego bricks, so they're building blocks. We've got colour flames. These are really cool. They've got different colour flames, these candles. And then here, well, these are probably more for fairy cakes, cupcakes. And they are unicorn heads, unicorn head picks that you put into cupcakes. And then these ones here for Christmas. We've got the Christmas tree and the star ones. They're apparently going really well at the moment. So it was interesting. We've obviously got all the other numbers and ages for these ones here. So there's far more than I expected, but you can click the link below, head over to the website and have a look. And I just think it's sometimes good to talk about things that we don't talk about very much at all, and to show you other options. Now, talking of Christmas as I was here, let's move over here. Now, Christmas is coming. I'll talk a bit more about Christmas, I think, next week. And yeah, I've got a couple of the Cello bags here, the sort of the cellophane bags that you make into gifts and you put sweets or whatever you decide in there. And here's a picture of a couple that Rachel did last year. And you can see, if you're creative, you can come up with some really good gift ideas. And I just thought they're interesting. So we've got somebody that Rachel met at the Christmas fair, school fair last year, and she actually made reindeer food. So it's just oats and some glitter, and then put a little note on there that said, "Reindeer food, this is what you do, blah, blah, blah." And she sold out of them all. She was only selling them for 50p. But she sold out of them all. She wished she'd have made twice as many as she actually did make. So I've got I think they're great. Your creativity, go as far as you like. Some Halloween ones, and I've got this Halloween bucket, by the way. Not to show you the bucket, but to hide these in. Look, this is the cellophane skeleton hands, and we've put popcorn in there. And we just thought it was a bit different because this could be something trick-or-treating. Get a child to get popcorn. Everybody likes popcorn, but the parents will think that's a bit different. That's not sweets. That's good. You can use it as a marketing opportunity. So we've put a business card on here, and then the parents see that it's different. It's got popcorn in it. It's in the shape of a hand, and it's got a business card on it. And who are these people? Oh, they do cakes. Oh, they do balloons. Oh, they do parties. I'll keep hold of that. So it could be a little marketing opportunity to do something like that. So again, just things that we don't really talk about or show you very much, but I thought I'd bring up and showcase them. Now, the last products I wanted to show you are rose gold. Of course, rose gold, still absolutely on trend. If you saw my YouTube or Facebook Live last week, you would have seen the rose gold latex from Qualitex. There's a chance they're in now by the time you watch this on Thursday, but I'm thinking probably not. So they're hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be in next week if you're watching this on the day of release. So yeah, fingers crossed. And then the other Qualitex products and the ribbon and stuff like that is going to be coming in over the coming months. But I showed you these. I showed you the box weights, the cardboard box weights. Here's one out of the packet, and I think they look great. We've put a 500 gram steel weight in there. We've got a local engineer. We just get them to cut up a tube of steel and just cuts it up into 500 gram weights and pieces, and they fit nicely in there. It just means you can add more balloons, good for balloon arches and stuff like that. And the other thing I showed you was the satin ribbon. So we've got the rose gold satin ribbon there as well. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about was Valentine's Day. I know it's a bit early, but every year what we do after seasonal events like Valentine's Day, we put all the Valentine's stock we've got left into our clearance section, and you'll be able to get a bargain for the following year. So we've still got our Valentine's stuff in the clearance section right now. However, we're going to be moving that. That's going to be coming out of clearance in the next couple of weeks or so. So if you do want to get a Valentine's deal, just head over to the clearance section now and have a look. Right, that's it from me this week. Question of the week is, what does good work-life balance look like to you? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time. Bye.